Hello beautiful Libra, this is Lorian with Tomes and Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. This is your August reading for 2018 and this will cover Libra Sun, Moon and Rising signs. So we're going to be looking at all of those just to see what kind of things come through in the next month. Some of you it could actually lead into September because I've been getting a few of them when I've been doing these readings, but ultimately I think this is going to give you a very good show as to or indication as to what's coming through for you in the month of August. And if you do want a private reading with me, do let me know. You can email me loriantarot@gmail.com, or you can click on the link in the description box to go to my readings page on my website. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, right, so these seem to want to come out now. Okay, Four of Swords, the World, wow, King of Pentacles, okay, and then we have the Two of Swords. Now we'll do some clarity cards in just a second. Oops, this is going a bit wobbly recently, I think because of the desk being a bit uneven. But let's have a look and see what comes through for you. It does feel like you're getting your energy back. It feels a lot like you are trying your best to kind of ascertain which direction you want to go. There is a calling, a higher calling, particularly here. It's kind of like something's calling you to lead across the universe almost. It feels like you are wanting to follow it. There's some kind of enlightenment that's happening around you. But it starts off maybe in a bit of a low place. I think that this is about recuperation, a bit of rest. Maybe July has been incredibly busy for you. Maybe your health hasn't been the type of standard that you want. You've been tired a lot of the days. The blood moon may have drained you completely. People may have drained you completely, because you can be quite a problem solver. So you may feel like you have to solve everybody else's problems. Or it could be that you just feel like there's no change. Same stuff, different day. Like you're going to work, you're coming home, you're having your tea, you're going to bed, you're going to work, coming home, you know, that kind of thing, that repetition. Libras don't tend to thrive on repetition. You tend to want to go places and have a look and experience life and see people and speak to people and be quite soulful in that and social. So I think that this is kind of a call really for you to just get your energy back and from the drain of just the everyday grind and kind of realign yourself to something that is your higher purpose, because I think that you will be called upon this month to explore a little bit of your higher purpose, but spirit, universe, whoever you believe in, cannot get through to you if you are constantly focused on the ground. You need to tune in a little bit more to your experiences, in your intuition, in your crown chakra, in those types of places, because if you deny them, it makes it even more difficult to see the turns on the road ahead and be prepared for them. So that's kind of why tarot readers are here. So I would say that you are going to be looking into some kind of healing process. Maybe meditation is the right thing for you, maybe acupuncture, Reiki, crystal healing. Why do you think I have all these? You know, it feels like that's going to be a very strong connection there for you. Then we have the world. Now, like I say, this could be a higher calling for you, but it could also be that a stage of your life is now coming to an end. Now, it's not meaning that your whole life is coming to an end. It just means a cycle. It's a kind of an accomplishment of your fulfillment of the last generation or the last years, or the kind of cycle, if you want numerology wise, if culminating into this one. You can have the strength of the lion, you can have the wisdom here of the, I think that's an ox or a bull, or the strength of them as well, the sight of an eagle, the kind of love of the humanity, that kind of social aspect. But a lot of the times this does point to international links, and I just looked at the clock and it said 444, which is an angel number. So if you want to look that up, please do, because I'm not au fait with angel numbers, but I do believe they're very important. And it just feels like there's international links are very key for you. They're going to be quite important. I mean, again, you like seeing people, meeting people, and having that exchange. If there's toxicity around you, you really shrink within yourself, because along with Cancerians, you are quite an empathic person. So I would say that this is coming forwards for you to kind of jump on this new level of being, this vibration that's coming through for you. I think that that's very much needed. You need to integrate yourself a whole lot more. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Now, he could be a manifestation of a discipline, of something very controlled. You could need to guide yourself a little bit better throughout the days to come. You could, decide to be quite down to earth, make sure that your structure's working for you, or make sure that your structure at least includes a bit of variety. Maybe one day it's like, oh, well, I will read a book for 45 minutes before I go to sleep. That introduces a little bit of a cycle then, because you're always going to be reading, well, from week to week, you'll be reading something different. And I do think that that's going to be something that you can truly call upon, because it'll introduce you to little different levels. It could even be that you go to a class, or you watch a different documentary every week, just something that expands your mind and helps you feel like you're actually doing something to further yourself. Similarly with Two of Swords, you may feel like you're in a little bit of a stalemate. On the one hand, you want to move forwards, you want to breathe, you want to get that kind of enlightenment going. On the other hand, you feel like the routine that you have now, it's safe, it's reliable, you know kind of what to expect. And I think that there's a lot of visible action that you can achieve here as well. It's not something that you just have to sag and just, right, my defenses are down and everyone can come at me. It's kind of like you're torn between the responsibilities to other people and the responsibility to yourself. Now then, let's see. Ooh, 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles, one of my favourite cards. Page of Pentacles, that's interesting. And then the 6 of Cups. Okay, again, this kind of mirrors up with what I was saying, responsibility to others, because this can be very much about, the innocence of youth, the nostalgia that comes through. Well, they're family, so I have to be, this to them, I have to do that to them, or they're friends, so I have to be considerate, but at the same time, I want to move forwards. I want to be over there, but I'm over here trying to teach these people. So it's just kind of like, trying to find that balance and not feeling guilty if you have to let go of that responsibility, because you can't grow if you're weighed down, and if it's weighing you down, I think it's best to let that go. But here, the 10 of Cups, that's a really strong card for you. I think that this is mainly to do with your sense of self, your alignment in yourself. This is preparing you, this rest, this kind of deep breath before the plunge, this is actually preparing you for something big. It could be your emotions feel fulfilled. It could be that you are finally seeing some winnings from your side ventures, or from your social life, or from your income. It could actually feel like, oh, hang on, I'm finally getting that connection I need, because it even lines up with here. So the World card and the 9 of Pentacles, this represents independence. You want your independence back. You want that kind of connection here. So this is coming in to say you will get it. You will have that independence. There's a very strong gratitude coming through here, and resilience that you've had to reach this stage. You're able to content yourself with a plethora of experiences. And I think this is, again, going into September, you feel like I'm actually reaping the benefits now. I'm reaping the rewards of my patience and my healing of myself, and connecting in with the psychic ventures coming through, and I'm connecting with myself. So I definitely feel this is something that's progressing for you. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So with the Knight, it's kind of like you're passing on a message, or you're receiving a message. And I would say that this is about new enterprise. Something that you are using, or you're utilizing for yourself, is going to make really good changes for you. And see that you are you're at a turning point really, but the message here I think is very much a routine. It could be one thing after the other. Don't say or do things just to change it up a bit. I know you're pretty bored, but don't say something just to make it interesting, because that could unleash a whole different story. I think what you need to do, especially Mercury retrograde, what you need to do is kind of, resist doing things for the heck of it, and make sure everything you do, everything you say is actually measured and is for your own progression rather than other people's. But I do think that you're going forwards in a very good way. Let's have a look at what's coming through. I'm sorry if it's going a bit dark. We've just had a heat wave and it's about 6 o'clock, so it's another 3 hours of sunlight, but the clouds have decided to come and unleash a whole lot of rain. Alright, where's this one? Generations. Something could be unlocked here. Something that your ancestors are trying to tell you. There's something that seems to be wanting to be passed down. Maybe a skill that you've inherited from your generations past. Maybe you have a skill for connecting with the spirit guides. Maybe you have a skill for reading, or just something that seems to be maybe generations ago. I think I was saying that your cycle's ending and something about a generation and this cycle, so this is very in tune with that. And I feel like I just looked at the clock again, it said 11:11, again another angel number, so keep track of those because they're saying something. So I do feel like there's going to be something that gives you this power over your enemies, power over the people that want to take from you, give you ambition. There's something that you have taken on board from generations past, that I think you may need to or want to look into. So, and then just at the bottom, we have the death card. So this is Scorpio. So if you have Scorpio sun, moon, rising, maybe there's something here. This reading may be for you somewhere. But this is also about big change, letting go, endings, transitions, inexorable forces that just seem to be around you. So definitely changes on the way. You need to be prepared for it. So take that rest whenever you need to. If you want to change up the routine, do that. But let me know in the comments below how things are going for you. I always appreciate your comments, the little insights into your life that you choose to share with me. I really do appreciate those. All of the information I receive and all the little notes and thank yous and stuff, I really feel like that's one of the biggest blessings. Again, if you do want to get a reading from me, it's lauriantarot@gmail.com, or you can email, or you can visit the website, sorry. The link is down below. So do take care of yourselves in August. We're not out of the woods yet of the Mercury retrograde, but I will love you and leave you for now, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.